Hey guys, so today's video, this is actually a very different video from what you've seen me do on this channel. I know that most of you guys probably associate me with comic books, comic reviews, gaming, and all of that, and that's great. But what you don't know about me, or what you probably do not know if you haven't been around since this channel's inception, this channel actually started off as a beauty channel. It started off as a channel where I posted very minimal content. Like, I barely posted any content back then. It was basically just me jumping onto whatever YouTuber was doing that was popular, and my heart just was never fully into the space of the beauty community and what they've built here on the platform of YouTube. But there is still a part of me that loves beauty. I love beauty. I love makeup. I love fashion. That is always going to be part of who I am. I am a girl at the end of the day, as much as I am into comic books and collecting comics. I'm actually going to be filming a comic book collection video very soon, so keep your eyes out for that. But today, what I want to do is actually bring my stage makeup expertise, because I don't know if you guys know, but when I was in my first year of community college, one of the first classes that I took related to theater was stage makeup. And I learned so much in that class about contouring, about highlight, about picking out the right foundation for your skin tone, for being on stage. And the only time I ever do makeup like this is when I'm on stage, and I haven't performed in so long. The last performance that I did was Fahrenheit 451 in my final year of community college, which was 2 years ago, right before COVID locked down the entire world. So I kind of want to bring this back. I want to revisit that part of myself that I haven't visited in so long. I want to show you guys how I would do my makeup before a performance on stage. So if you guys like this video, or if you want to see anything like this in the future, you can comment that down below. But enough with the intro, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I've personally learned from stage makeup class, like many years ago, like 4 years ago, or 5, I want to say, yeah, five years ago. But what I learned in stage makeup that I still hold on to this day is when you're picking foundation to go on stage, what you want to pick is a foundation that is a couple shades darker than your natural skin tone. So obviously I am fair. I typically go for shades like ivory or pearl or something like that, but this is beige. And this is actually perfect for when you're on stage, because you do not want to look super washed out. So I'm actually really scared to try this, because I haven't opened this foundation in a couple of years. I am scared. I am really scared. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm hoping it goes well. The bottle is almost empty. Oh my god. Wow, a lot of product came out of that. Do you see that? Oh my god. So I think I'm actually gonna apply this with a brush. This is the brush that I use to apply my foundation. I know it's probably not the best brush for it, but whatever. So I'm just gonna apply it and then blend it out with my sponge, and you're gonna see the difference. Alright, so this is how the foundation is settling into my face. I'm not expecting this sort of like burning sensation that I'm feeling from it. It's probably because I haven't used this one in a long time. It's a mattifying foundation from Almay. I haven't touched this one in so long, so that's probably why it feels this way. But I'm just gonna take everything off when the time comes. So what I'm gonna do next is contour. And contour, when it comes to being on stage, is so important, because you want to make sure that everything is really defined. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this sponge that I have, and I'm just gonna dip it into this contour shade. I haven't touched this in so long. So I'm actually nervous to even try it because it's very, like, older, I would say. Like, a couple years old. Probably because, like, well, actually, I do know why. Because when I bought that, it was part of this makeup kit that we actually used when we were taking the stage makeup class. So it was very, very, very specific. So I'm going to take the contour shade and I'm just going to apply it to underneath my cheekbones and see if I can, like, get it to look good. So we're going to see how this goes on camera. I am terrible about doing makeup on camera, but I'm going to see how this goes. I'm just going to outline it and then blend it in with the flat side. Actually, this is not going too bad. I'm terrible at contouring my nose, just so you know. Wow. Okay, so I am going to blend this in and I will be right back. Okay, so that actually went pretty well. Like, better than I expected it would. I haven't done cream contour in so long. And this actually looks really, really, really good. So I am surprised. I am very surprised at how good that looks. So next I'm going to go in with the cream highlighter from Ben Nye. It's a very, 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 like, light color. Super light. I remember I used to break out from this so much because I used to use the foundations and stuff as concealers. But you do not want to do this stuff for every day because this is not everyday makeup. This is not something you want to use all the time, so. Okay, so I'm starting off just applying this with my fingers, but I'm gonna go in with my sponge and, like, really, really make sure that the highlight gets blended. But I'm gonna go in with powdered highlight too to make sure that it looks good because I want to make sure that everything is blended properly. So I'm going to go blend all of this in with my little sponge and I will be right back. Okay, so this is actually settling in really, really good on my skin. But the problem is that I keep seeing my acne and my texture. That's, like, the bad thing about stage makeup is that it really accentuates every little bit of texture on your face. That's probably my least favorite thing I like about it. I love applying it. I love putting it on, but I hate the fact that it accentuates my texture. Like, look at that. You can see that on camera because I am filming on my laptop camera right now. So that's why you can see that. If I had a better quality camera to film stuff, I would definitely use it, but I don't. So, gonna have to live with that. So, what I'm gonna do before I do, like, any powdered contour or highlighter or anything to blend in, I am going to take this Airspun Loose Face Powder. I believe it's from Sally Hansen. It might be, but it's in Rose Beige. And this is actually darker for me. It's a little bit dark for me, but in this case, since it's stage makeup, I say that it works out very, very nicely. So I'm just going to tap this into the little top there, and I'm going to apply it. But I'm not going to do this over my laptop because I do not want to ruin my laptop. I did that with my old one, and powder got all over it when I would film makeup tutorials. So I'm going to go apply this over by my mirror and I will be right back. All right, so I applied my loose powder, and as you can see, I have some loose powder still setting on my cheekbones, and there is a reason for that. That process is called baking, where you bake underneath your eyes to make sure that it settles in properly. So that's gonna get swept away eventually, but right now I'm just gonna apply my Hoola bronzer from Benefit, and I'm going to use this to do a powdered contour on my cheeks. So I'm just going to dust away the excess. This is my favorite bronzer. Like, the sample of it lasted me so long. And that's because I very rarely wear any makeup. And that's the key. If you find that you're running out of product way too much, chances are you're using way too much of it all at once. So cut back on it, because makeup is like one of the main things that can lead to aging your skin. And I've learned that the hard way. So I'm just dusting away the powder, making sure it's all blended in, and it looks perfect. So what I'm going to do next, I am actually going to do blush. And for blush, it varies because you can honestly make it as dark as you want, as pigmented as you want, but I typically make sure that I go for something that I know is gonna go good with my skin tone. So what I use is Dollface by Tarte in the Amazonian Clay blush. This is my favorite. It's like a bright lavender, almost like a very, very, very bright pink, like Barbie pink. So I'm just gonna apply this to my cheeks and apply it like across. And keep in mind, with stage makeup, you want to make sure that you go over the top with blush. You want to make sure that your face is always so pink. So if anybody is gonna comment on how pink my cheeks look in this video, I am just gonna say that this is part of what you do with stage makeup. You apply an obnoxious amount of blush to your face because you don't want it to get washed out when you're on stage or on camera. It is considered like part of the protocol. So I am just going to finish applying this with my blush brush and I will be right back. Okay, so I honestly think that my face is pink enough. I honestly think that this is enough blush because you probably can't tell because I'm filming in such crappy lighting, but I can tell because, whoa, like my cheeks are bright pink, like Santa Claus rosy cheeks right now. Oh my God. I have not worn this much makeup since Fahrenheit 451. Holy cow. Holy shit. Excuse my language there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in actually with a powdered highlight. And this came as like a little sample in a, and I want to say an Ipsy bag, I believe is what they're called. Yeah, Ipsy, I believe. But this is the color. It's in the color Coriander. So it's a really, really pretty champagne tone highlight. So I'm going to just apply this to my cheeks. Whoa, that's like so pigmented. Like I can even see it coming through on camera. Wow. But I think that the eyeshadows from Kylie Jenner would be a lot more pigmented than this because her stuff is like so good for stage makeup. But this will do. Okay, so now that my face is majority of the way done, what I'm going to do is start focusing on the eyes. Now, for eyes in stage makeup, you can pretty much do whatever the hell it is that you want. That's what I love. But normally when I'm on stage, I tend to do a very, very natural eye look. So what I do is I go in with my bronzer and I apply this to like the crease of my eyes, and then I just do like a highlight on top as my eyelash. As my eyeshadow, so just gonna apply that in there. Oh my God, that actually looks really good on camera. It's coming through a lot. Oh wow. And I'm not gonna do my mascara on camera because I find that I am horrible at doing my mascara and my eyebrows on camera. I am terrible at it, so I'm probably gonna pause and do that separately off camera before going into lipstick. Take the same eyeshadow I used for my highlight, tap it off because it's so pigmented, tends to give a little bit of fallout. So that is pretty much all that I do for eyes. I do not do anything more than this. You do not need to do anything more than that. So to finish off the eyes and the eyebrows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do two different things. For one, for mascara, I'm going to use the Falsies Maybelline mascara. I am almost out of this stuff. I had it for almost a year, so I need to get a new one to replace this, I believe. And then for eyebrows, what I do, since I don't have a brow powder that I can really turn to, right now I'm going into the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette, and I take Puddin' and Truffled, and I use those as my eyebrow colors. And I recently discovered that Too Faced has discontinued the chocolate bar palettes, and I am so mad. Like, I am so upset. This was my favorite thing that they did ever. This was like what they were really known for the longest of time. So I'm just gonna go do my eyebrows and my mascara, and I'll be right back. All right, so I finished my eyes completely. I did a little bit of like an eyeliner on top of it, and what I used was this Ben Nye color wheel, and I used the black color. And this actually turned out very well, like better than I expected winged eyeliner would turn out. So what I would do for lip makeup, lipstick. So this varies. You can honestly do anything that you want for it, but I personally have two colors that I would use if I were to be on stage. It honestly depends on the role that I am playing. I go with my gut and I figure out like how I'd want the character to be portrayed on stage in terms of how they'd look with makeup on. So I would either go for a red liquid lipstick like this. This was actually a birthday gift that I got from a friend last year. It's a liquid matte lip color, long stay, kiss proof. And it's in Scarlet Red, so I'm going to show you guys what this one looks like. Smells really good. Okay. So this is what the red looks like on my lips right now. And this is what I would wear if I were to do something like maybe Moulin Rouge, I would say. So I'm just going to remove this and I'm going to switch it to something a little bit more neutral. And I'm just going to take this like wet face cloth and use it to remove it. Oh my God. Pardon my teeth there. Oh my gosh. This stuff gets on my teeth. Whoa. Didn't even realize that. So I'm going to remove this with my wet face cloth and I will be right back. Okay, so my lips are finally removed of the red lipstick, and now I'm going to go into what I would do for something a little bit more neutral. So this is the Kat Von D matte lipstick in the color Lolita, OG Lolita. This is actually one of my favorite lipstick shades. I wear this every single day. It's like one of those good everyday lipsticks that I wear. So I'm just going to apply this. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So this is how I would do my makeup if I were to achieve something a little bit more natural looking on stage, if I were portraying a character that will be in like an everyday environment. This would be the type of look that I would achieve. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and be sure to give me some comments down below, as well as check out my social media links, which I will also be linking in the description box. So, God bless, happy viewing, and have a nice day.